Hey everybody, let's jump into some more coffee themes. Hidden note cards. This one is all fall. I've done one already. If depending on you're watching, this may be the first one, or you may watch the other one of a Christmas theme of this. And this one is by Papercraft Socials. I'm an ambassador of, and I am Christi with Christi E Creations and a mixed media artist. So I'm going to show you one of these, because all three are going to be the exact same topics over and over. And I'm just separating out because I forgot to do that before I went live. Normally I pre-do all this, but today I'm not. So even though I'm going to show you one, I'm going to show you one of the first things I do before anything else. I lay out the things that we're putting together. We have 3 designs of each style there. What do I want them to go with? Well, they're too close together, so I really do not want that. I kind of like putting that with this or with this one. I think I'm going to do it with that one there. I'm filling that one with that. So that one obviously is going to go with that. Now we're only going to work with one. So I'm going to set the other two to the side. Now, next step I need to make a decision on is which of the decorative parts of the coffee I'm putting with these 2 patterns. Since I don't drink coffee, I'm leaning to more of one of these 2 because they make me think of something you'd see on top of hot chocolate. And I think we'll go with that one right there. And there will be 2 of them, so make sure you have both because they'll be on opposite directions and we'll be using both. Now we have this one here we need to make decisions on too real quick. I try not to use too close of patterns. I like that crazy, I really like that pattern. I think I want to use that one. Alright, so now I have the main components I'm going to be working with. You can use tape, runner, glue, stick, double-sided tape, all the above. It's really up to you. But first off, when you are cutting, please leave the tabs. You need those. So we're going to fold it and make a, so we can glue this together and make our pocket. Now I'm not going to use any inking for edging. That is something you need to decide if you are going to do or not do. But I am not. Now I'm going to crease these because I want a sharper edge. That again is something you can choose to do. Okay. Now we're going to take this and literally stick it like that on that. So normally I would show you how to use different double-sided tapes and everything else. They work amazing. Glue sticks work here as well. But sometimes I just want to grab and create. So I'll use a tape runner. The one I use you can actually open and refill, because this is the times I don't want to wait. This is I want to keep going, I want to create. Let's do this kind of day. So that is now down and we have a pocket. So we need to put, these will fit in here, but we're going to add a little more to that before, see how they both fit easily, anything else. And that's where these come in. So I don't know if you want to call that decorative whipped cream or what. Like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker. I'll go for my hot chocolate any day, but don't ask me the technical terms for this coffees. So I'm just put a tape runner across twice. I went a little high, so I'm rubbing it real quick. I'm taking one of my note cards. And I'm going to probably end up having my head in here, but I apologize. But I need to see what I'm doing. Okay, we're lining that up like so. now the front half is done. But we're not leaving this blank. So first off, I will use some glue sticks here as well. But I want the edges good and covered, because we are about to put this one on top of that one. Grab whatever you have at home, really, it does not matter. I have my favorites I use, and they're down below if you are interested in those. But it does not matter if you use what you use, truthfully, as long as it works for you. Okay, and now here's the fun and challenging part. Lining this up, and I'll have to pull it up a second time. And we're down. I may have to trim just a little later, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. So now this gets lined up with the rest of this. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to run tape runner a couple spots. And then I'll use the glue stick for the rest. One thing I like about the tape runner is I'm able to get it, if I go off with the double-sided tape, I'm not able to fix it as easily as just rubbing the tape runner off. Okay. I did forget you are going to need liquid glue for this one also. I'm doing great. Luckily I have it already sitting here. I have my whole box of my supplies with me, thankfully, instead of all over the place today. So there we go. Now I'm going to slide it in. Now that I have this created, actually I think I want to switch it. Yeah. We have pockets to make choices with. What do we want to use? I want to use that one. I think that one. I don't know. I don't really just like that one. All right. So let me grab it real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and do a line on the side, down across the bottom, and up or down the other side, depending on how you want to do it, but leave the top free. There's your hidden pocket. You're just going to place it right on. And now we're going to flip it over and do the other side. Okay. And we're going to drop it down below like so. Okay. Once those sit, we're going to add some more stuff to them. We have some very interesting colored tags. I'm going to pull those too. Let's grab, I want to put that as a hazelnut latte, and I'm not sure if it's a cappuccino or espresso, but we're going to go with that, a cappuccino. You can tell how well I know anything about coffee. And then we have some cute little fussy cuts. I'm going to grab Hello Fall, and this one here, that literally nearly looks similar to that one up there. Okay. Normally I wait longer to let these sit, but since I'm going to be very careful and go ahead and slide in the components so you can see them. And that is your whole thing. Now you can decorate this in so many ways. You can add diamond dust, glitters, whatever. You can punch a hole and hang this off of something if you want. It can also hold, I believe, hold a gift card. I have not checked that. And that is our little fall coffee cups. I want to thank y'all for joining me, and I hope you have fun making this one and the other two as well. Bye, everybody.